All right, what's going on, folks? So I'm just going to touch on a few pointers, topics in this discussion. So the first thing is shelf real estate. One of the most important things in this beverage industry is to obtain shelf real estate. You have to solidify your space in every area, every place where that beverage lands. So if you're in stores, restaurants, you want to make sure that your product is always in the same place all the time. And I'll even give you a vivid description as to what I mean. So shelf real estate is pretty much where a product is supposed to be in the fridge all the time. So even if that product is out of stock, that space is still reserved for that product. So that's one of the most important things in starting a beverage company. You have to maintain the shelf real estate. And how you do so is by a wide variety. You cannot necessarily do it with like one bottle, two bottles. You really have to make a statement like this brand carries a variety of flavors and there's a wide selection to choose from, right? And granted, every flavor should do what it does. Like it should be moving on its own, right? There are going to be some that move more than others, but a flavor shouldn't be just sitting there taking up space, or it could end up losing that space, right? So this is granted that the product is doing well in all its flavor profile, right? The next thing is hard work, right? No matter what you do in life, you got to work hard. Um, since the beginning, since we started, there was nothing but hard work. We literally had to go like door to door, but in this situation, it's store to store, right? And speak to each store owner. In the beginning stages, sometimes when you don't even know who's who, they'll tell you, come back at a certain time to speak to the boss. So you may not even get a chance to speak to that boss until a week or 2 weeks later, right? But you have to stay consistent now, right? That's the next thing, right? Consistency is key in this thing, right? I'll give you examples. Let's say you put a product in a store, right? You don't just put it there and forget about it, right? You want to continuously check up on that store and see how the product is doing. Show face. You want to replenish as fast as possible, um, and you also want to be there when the customer calls on you, right? Oftentimes we hear from customers, they call salesmen or they've been calling companies for quite some time waiting for a product to come in. During that waiting time, you could also be the owner could be introduced to a new product that you could potentially lose out your space on by not being consistent, right? So consistency is key in this thing. You guys have a good one.